Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. Let's celebrate the ministry of our dearest Sinach. So yeah, Dr.
What's
Precious.
your most favorite song of Sinach?
You know, past season I always have favorite songs
Okay, from her, right?
from everyone, but from Sinach, I think It's All About You was All of You or something like that was what I sang for every year. I always have one. Last year was this one,
Waymaker.
Waymaker. The year before was Chosen Generation. I think I've also
I
loved.
want more of you,
I love that one. I just love that song.
Jesus.
Hey,
more
bros,
I
Ace,
know
come back to Mama. Come back.
Is the more I want to
So
know you.
you know, I think more of music for me is having value, adding value, and inspiring others. The music must have value, have it.
And
Something
there's
that
something about a good song, Tommy sing. When you hear it,
That's
it
what I say.
resonates.
That's what I say is have value. So when anybody, no matter the religion, listens to it, they can relate with it.
True.
And then add value. It keeps striking you in the right place.
True.
You understand? So
With the right words, with the right
you get
tune,
it. With the right tune, with the right music, the right voice.
good production, good mastering.
It's amazing. She's an amazing artist, and I think the music concept. Let's say congratulations to her husband, who's the chief organizer for this event, and I will look forward to having more and more of it. But last week we started talking about superstition, but just before we do our superstitious beliefs for today, remember there will be Friday teaser. And this particular teaser is very simple. You're a man, you have a wife, you have a girlfriend. Your girlfriend cooks better than your wife. Each time your wife gives you food, you try to eat it. Each time your girlfriend gives you food, you finish it and ask for more. Will you ever correct your wife's cooking? After all, you've been married to her for 10 years. Or will you just continue the pattern of coming home every night and not asking for food?
I am married girlfriend.
That's Friday teaser. You have a wife, you have a girlfriend, or a mistress, or a second wife, whichever way you want. There's another woman. First and second. The first is a terrible cook. Second, fantastic cook. First, deliver part. So each time you eat this one, you struggle to stomach it. Each time you eat this one, you always enjoy eating the food. Would you create a pattern of telling the wife, Madam, your cooking is bad? Or would you just continue to deny opportunity to feed and eat very well and satisfy before you come back home from the other woman? 080-6473-8133 is the number to call, and it's Friday teaser. So let me ask Dr. Precious. Some people will say you take the woman up on the matter.
Well, for me, I'm a good cook, and if I find myself in such a situation,
You
now
do the
I'm
cooking.
answering with my church mind. I would teach her.
Your church man.
Yes, from my church mind, I'll teach her. But as a busy person who has the financial capacity, and I could even enroll my wife in a catering school, or introduce her to this my humble side chick to train her for me, or better still, marry her and make the family a one big happy family.
Put them in the same house and restrict one to the kitchen.
You know,
The number to call is 080-6473-8133.
you're going to see answers that will shock you.
Oh
on that
my
phone.
God. Please do not do a video call. I don't get it. Some people are doing a video call. You don't need to call me via video. What you need to do is to do a voice call to us. Don't call via WhatsApp. Send a text message to us. Or you simply send a WhatsApp message. Don't call through WhatsApp, call through direct call, send a text message or send a WhatsApp message to us and we get to listen to you. Now the question again, you have a wife that can cook, you have another woman that can cook. Would you tell your wife she can cook, or would you just protect her, protect her and do everything possible to make sure that you eat well before coming home every night? That's the question this morning on our Friday teaser. Would it be so bad if you simply just ask the other woman to always cook your soup and then you bring it home and say that I bought soup?
Let me say, in order for such things not to happen, it's always good not to start cheating. Because once you start, it will be difficult to stop. Especially when the one outside is maybe Calabar. Or maybe
or an Ondo girl. Or an Ondo girl that will pound correct pounded yam.
Or even a very good Igbo girl.
Or a very good Igbo girl with
training.
Chai.
Give you this oha and all the special kind of soup. And then when they finish feeding you are fed up.
And somebody has given you that kind of soup before. Hi, I'm suspecting you.
Well, I thank God I'm a virgin, and as a father figure in the society, we are trying to.
Precious.
Yeah.
Was it after your last born that you gained your virginity?
Are we talking about the teasers now, or we are going to have conversation?
Anyway, you still can call us 080. Try not to call on WhatsApp. Try not to. Resist the temptation. I know it's tempting. Try not to call on WhatsApp. 08064738133 is the number to call. No video calls, please. Just send a text message or a WhatsApp message and we'll get to talk about it. What will you do? Some people will say very unrealistic. They take their wives to catering school. If your wife is working, take her to catering school. Or some people say, I just employ.
I could teach her.
You could teach her.
I'm a good cook in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yes, I could teach her. I love to cook. Except for when I'm extremely busy.
Or maybe you just restrict her
from cooking.
Yeah.
No, we'll be in the kitchen together. By the time you learn my style and then you become better. Maybe there are some women, they just want to put the oil and pour everything at the same time and cover it. They are done. But if you're a good cook, you would know that the oil has to bleach. It's a process. And then you put the onion, then the tin tomato, and then you put your pepper, and then it's a process. If you don't, and the different process brings about different tastes.
True.
You don't have to be stereotyped.
If you want to cook omiobe, you can do.
It's different from frying stew. You see, so you don't have to be stereotyped. Else you just have one taste in your house, and men don't like one taste. Variety is the spice of life.
That's a really big statement. Men don't like one taste.
No, we don't. We are not made for one taste. We like to taste different. I'm talking in terms of food or intense. What are you guys thinking about? Men don't like one taste when it comes to food. We want spicy varieties. Sometimes you can even add carrots to your stew. Have you tasted carrot stew? I'm talking of salad kind of stew. Fruit stew. It's really nice. Having the privilege to enjoy some meals from the Germans has made me. Let me see, what have I done? What do I do? It's really important. There is no law. There is no law that says the woman is confined to the kitchen. But like I will always say, God gave the woman the mammary gland so she can breastfeed the baby. Therefore, the responsibility of feeding the family falls on the shoulder of the woman. But the man can also get in there. Sometimes when you
or maybe
cook,
just
you
get
even challenge her.
Or maybe you just get a maid.
If you can afford it.
If you just get or you get a cook.
Yeah.
That comes maybe.
But when you have tasted something outside, it's difficult to be impressed at home. Especially when the one outside can cook like you. You're a very good cook. I've heard your testimony from your sisters and family members that you're a very good cook. If you cook for somebody like our dearest governor of Lagos, let's not say anything.
But really, let's just talk about this because a lot of women are finding it really difficult to understand why their husbands seem to just not want to stay at home.
There are lots
And
of
that's that's where this actually came from. A man said, when my wife enters the kitchen, I just start saying, Mugbe, don't cook.
But you can, there are men who don't have interest in
But
it.
he's a cook. He's a
Okay.
cook. So
if
I
he's
told
a cook,
him,
just sit with her.
I told him, your problem is that you're a chef. He said no. He said my wife cooks.
Men who are
horrible
good cooks always have problem with food.
He said no, my wife cooks horrible food. And the only thing he said was because of what you said. He said, she just dumps everything. And he's like, food is a process.
It's a process. You have to know when to put what.
He
If you
said
put the Maggi
when
at
she
the
says she
wrong
wants to
time-
do vegetable, it's practically begging the children. Everybody should say their food they don't want to eat. So they have times when he doesn't want to cause trouble. Maybe she goes out. He quickly does the cooking before she comes back.
And this is why I have a
You know.
problem with motivational speakers who say, or some clerics who say that the women should never cook for a man before you marry them. How do I now know your strength if you don't cook for me before marriage?
Okay.
And
You will
time of courtship.
take your pastors
It's
off
time
for
for
that
me
one.
to be able to know you, know how you perform
Perform well.
in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yes, know how you perform in the kitchen.
But I don't subscribe to her washing your clothes before marriage anyway.
Don't wash my clothes, I won't marry you now. Well, there's washing machine, that's not a problem.
No, African men. African men.
We're traditionalistic, right?
Ah,
But there's no problem. I've dated a white, like you know, I've dated a white lady and I've helped her to clean her stuff before. There's nothing bad in it. I taught her how to cook African food. So it's
and she was willing to learn.
Yes.
Right?
She learned to the point that sometimes she comes back from the office before me. She cooks. I come back, I made rice and stew on the dining table, Nigerian style. I'm telling you.
Amazing.
So if you're patient enough, you know it's not easy to teach a lady you love how to drive a car. That's how it's not easy to teach a lady you love how to cook. Sometimes they are looking at you, but they want to pretend as if they know how to do it, so they don't want to look, and then it gets you angry. Like, you don't know how to cook, and I'm cooking. You should be
learning.
You should be looking. Drop your degree. Yes, you're a doctor in the office, but when we come home, you need to sit down and listen to me and learn it.
Learn how to cook. I like the way that sounds. You need to sit down and listen to me and learn it. Ah, African men.
Women should be domesticated, Tommy saying.
Men should be domesticated too.
I thank God I love my president. You guys belong to Sir other room. When you're through with that room, you can come talk to me.
But really, let's just talk about this seriously. If your man finds a reason to always or gives you this excuse regularly, I'm full. Oh, I'm not hungry.
You won't be happy as a woman.
Oh, no, I'm not hungry. I'm full. Go and find out. You cook, elaborate food. Carry it to your best friend. And tell her to give her husband the food that you brought food for them. Your best friend who has been with you for like 20 years. You see what she will do with your food. She will dump it in the dustbin. Hide around their house.
Or she'll take it and thank you that it was very sweet and give the dogs.
Bless you. Have you ever done that before?
You're asking me on national TV.
Okay, don't worry. I know you've done it before, that's why I'm asking. Because almost every guy, many.
But not with your food.
But really, I think one of the reasons
You're
why
a very good cook.
I think one of the reasons why you do that with people's food is because you're even scared. Because you know that I cannot add what's that thing they used to put in
Love
people's
potion,
food?
right?
Love potion to the food. I think that's why you're comfortable. Your own is fear of love potion.
I used to have 2 dogs. Now I have 5. So all the food, I get food gifts from work and everywhere. They are getting fatter.
Oh my God, we need to take this musical break. When we come back, it's hard conversations. Hopefully, some people join us and we get to do Friday motivation. But hard conversations, Nigerians and superstitious belief. Do you know that when your teeth removes, you're supposed to throw it on top of the roof?
Yes,
if you
it won't
don't,
grow.
it will not grow again. Some of the superstitious beliefs that we grew up with in Nigeria. We'll be back with hard conversations and where you draw the line after this break.